There's been a lot of great individual performances in the first 2 weeks of the season. Jared, I'm curious to get your opinion on which one do you think has been the most impressive individual performance so far this year?
You know, that's a tough question because there's a lot of people that I've been very impressed with. I'm going to pick an American Fork player that had a really incredible game against Provo. I don't think he did quite as much against that Highland defense, but Highland's defense is pretty good. But I'm going to go with Chris Wernley. He had 152 yards rushing, scored a couple of touchdowns, really helped American Fork put that game away there in the second half with his ability to grind out the yardage on the ground. That performance by Wernley really impressed me.
Well, and I like his as well. We'll see how he does this week against East. That's going to be a tough matchup. But I liked what I saw Friday with Cameron Myers of Provo. Here's a kid that did it on both sides of the ball. He caught a screen pass, took it all the way for a touchdown, a 70-yard touchdown. He had 135 yards rushing, scored another touchdown, which proved to be the game-winning touchdown, put him up by 7. And then he even had one called back, which was a 55-yard touchdown pass. So overall, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns in a big win over Lehigh. And it was a big win, I think, for this Provo team. That gets my vote for most impressive performance.
You know,
so
I was lucky enough to be able to see that game, doing the show for iProvo, doing the broadcast for iProvo, and he had a heck of a game. And he was almost more impressive to me defensively than he was offensively. Every time we were calling out who made the tackle behind the line, the sack, the guy who was pulling down the guy running free in the secondary, Meyer seemed to be there. He had a heck of a game in that contest.
And I
against
do
Lehigh.
want to say that every week at the Daily Herald, we pick a Gridiron Giant, which is sponsored by Applebee's, and we'll give them a gift certificate. We run a picture of them in the paper of their performance. Talk
their
a little
stat
bit
line,
about
give all their information.
And I think it's kind of a neat way to honor the kids for a performance on a big game. So, and he was my pick this week, Cameron Myers.
Well, absolutely, and I like that we're able to do that. I like how I believe that was your idea, came up with it last year, and I like being able to give those kids credit for their outstanding performances.
So many times in the papers we mention it, but
we have to gloss over it because we have to talk about so many other
things. But it's nice to be able to, when someone has a big game, to really, shine the spotlight on them. So I'm happy to do that.
Well, they deserve it.
Yeah.